What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. Okay, so we're going to listen to Governor DeSantis. He's going to be talking about Social Security reform. Is he in favor of raising the full retirement age up? So we're going to take a look at this. We're going to dissect it, and we'll talk a little bit about what he's saying about reforming Social Security. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification and clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And once again, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter and Threads, you can at the TEC Show Live. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to listen to Ron DeSantis talk about Social Security reform. Here we go.
To you, would you be open to raising the retirement age, and how would you keep Social Security sustainable?
Well, look, as governor of Florida, I know a few people on Social Security, and I know it's important. My grandmother lived till 91, and Social Security was her sole source of income, and that's true for a lot of seniors throughout this country. So what I'd say to seniors in America, promise made, promise kept. I understand what you're going through with the rising prices, and you need that Social Security check. So we'll make sure to get that done. What can you do to help shore up Social Security? One of the things that's causing problems is the inflation. We have to reduce inflation. When you have higher inflation, the seniors get a cost of living adjustment, which means the program's spending more, but it doesn't cover the increase in the actual inflation rate. We also do need to get to at least 3% growth. You're never going to be able to have issues, be able to solve the budget without that. But I would note this. Congress for decades took money from Social Security. Social Security would have more tax revenue than it put out. They would take it and then they'd write an IOU to Social Security. Congress has a lot of dirty hands on this. I'm going to force Congress to stop spending so much money. And you know, one thing we have to we talk about the retirement age is just something that's changed in the last 4 or 5 years. Life expectancy in the United States is declining.
So, Governor,
in this
yes
country.
Or no? Would you raise it? Would you raise the retirement age?
When life expectancy is declining, I don't see how you could raise it the other direction. So it's one thing to peg it on life expectancy, but we have had a significant decline in life expectancy in this country, and that's just the fact.
All right, Governor DeSantis, thank you. Thank you, candidates. And
Okay, so that was Ron DeSantis. He actually sounded pretty good when it came down to it. I mean, he didn't really say anything bad, and he didn't talk about raising the full retirement age up, so I thought that was good. He did talk about the inflation. I think most seniors can, they understand that when it comes to inflation, when things are inflated, you don't, I mean, even though you're getting a cost of living adjustment, it's not enough. It doesn't pay. So he did a little bit of his research there. When he talked about the borrowing, Congress borrowing money from Social Security, the way the program is designed, the trust fund, you can't take money from the trust fund. Congress can't access money from the trust fund. So I don't really know what he was referring to there. I'll have to look more into that. But even if that was a situation, let's say Congress took money from the trust fund. Well, what are you going to do about it? He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything like, okay, well, that money is going to need to come from somewhere else and go back in to the trust fund. He didn't say that. All he said was they took it, IOUs or whatever. So ultimately, where does the money come from? Let's be real here. Where does the money come from? It comes from the taxpayer. So it's going to come from us regardless. If Congress took money, it's still going to come from us. We're going to have to pay more in taxes or what have you, or take it from other programs or what have you. But like I said, I'll do a little bit more research on that. I don't really know what he was referring to when it comes to that, because the way that the program is designed, Congress doesn't have access to that money. It's not money that's in the general fund. It's money that's in the trust fund that Congress can't just take money from. So we'll have to look into that a little bit more. But overall, it didn't sound too bad what he was saying. Now, he didn't really have, I don't think he didn't have a real plan to reform Social Security, because he's not talking about raising taxes. He's not talking about raising the payroll tax. So he really told us, he didn't tell us about anything about cutting Social Security, which is good, but he didn't talk about reforming Social Security, putting Social Security on solid footing to last for another 75 years. He didn't really say anything about that. Basically, he just said, keep it the way it is. Maybe look at, inflation. He didn't even really give an answer when it came to inflation. He just said, this is the situation, which he's right. Yes, when inflation goes up, cost of living usually doesn't offset where inflation is. And so seniors are still struggling because inflation is higher than that cost of living adjustment. That's the problem. What's the solution? He didn't tell us about a solution. He didn't tell us about what we need to do in order to change that. Like Representative Larson, he has a plan, Social Security 2100 Act. So whatever you get with the cost of living adjustment, you get a 2% increase automatically. So instead of the 3.2% that you'll be seeing in 2024, you would be seeing a 5.2% increase because you would automatically get that 2%. So Ron DeSantis didn't say anything like that. He didn't have a solution. He just talked about the problem. But I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.